Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where today we're going to be running down the best and the worst pre-order bonuses in WWE games history. However, because WWE 2K20 is yet to be released, we're not going to include the Fiend or the Bump in the Night pack, as until we play it, then it's hard to rate it fairly. To mark the addition of Arnold Schwarzenegger to the WWE Hall of Fame in 2015, 2K Sports revealed that they would be bringing the movie star to the virtual ring in WWE 2K15 with two versions of the Terminator. Whilst this was a pretty cool move for fans of Arnie and the Terminator franchise, ultimately it left fans feeling a little underwhelmed, as rather than including one version of Schwarzenegger and one version of an actual T-1000, instead the developers gave us two Schwarzenegger models that were near identical. Despite its low position on this list, it did give us this iconic recreation of the bar scene from the original Terminator movie, which in my opinion was good enough reason to include him in the first place.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Next up on our list, we have another non-wrestler that was offered up as a special pre-order bonus with WWE 13's Iron Mike Tyson. Unlike Schwarzenegger, the offer of being able to play as Mike Tyson actually made a lot of sense, as not only did Tyson play a big part in WWE history at WrestleMania 14, but the game itself was focused around the Attitude Era and actually featured Iron Mike in the mode. Therefore, rather than pay to use his likeness and have him limited to a non-playable role, offering players the chance to unlock and play as him was a great move. Sure, you could argue that his moveset was a little bit bland, as it was limited to just punches, but for fans of the Attitude Era and fans of Tyson, then it actually made for a pretty cool bonus. Alongside Tyson, depending on where you pre-ordered the game, certain stores also offered up additional extras, such as GameStop with its exclusive alternate attire for CM Punk, featuring his ice cream bar t-shirt. With such a legendary name as Stone Cold Steve Austin, then you would have expected him to be a lot higher up on this list. However, instead, Austin's offering as the pre-order bonus for Smackdown vs. Raw 2010 left fans feeling a little bit indifferent. The reason for this was, despite getting Austin to use as a playable character, Stone Cold was somebody that we've seen in the series since the beginning and had only been missing once from the previous Smackdown vs. Raw 2009, therefore THQ's decision to bring him back as a pre-order bonus rather than just putting him straight on the disc felt like a poor choice. On paper, looking at the pre-order bonus listings for Smackdown vs. Raw 2011, it sure does look impressive, as it features 3 playable characters and an arena. However, when you realise that those listings are actually all separate and that you would need to pre-order the game at 4 different retailers in order to get them all, then it instantly becomes not cool. The reason for this was that THQ made deals with each of the retailers to offer them exclusive content to help drive sales, rather than having one universal pre-order bonus. This led to Best Buy offering up Bret Hart, Toys R Us offering the Ministry of Darkness version of The Undertaker, Amazon offering 3 different versions of Randy Orton, and Walmart offering up the Tribute to the Troops arena. While Stone Cold felt like a poor choice as the pre-order bonus for Smackdown vs. Raw 2010, the announcement of The Rock as the pre-order bonus for WWE 12 actually felt like a big deal, as despite The Rock being ever-present in the series, we'd only seen his Attitude Era model, therefore this version of The Rock featuring his new look was a welcome addition. Not only was it cool to get an updated version of the Great One, but depending on where you pre-ordered the game, certain stores such as Amazon also offered up 2 alternate versions of The Miz, one with a suit and one featuring his I Am Awesome t-shirt. In terms of pre-order offerings, WWE 2K17 offered great value for money, as not only did it give us 2 versions of Goldberg, one from WCW and one from WWE, but it also included 2 exclusive arenas in WCW Monday Night Raw and WCW Halloween Havoc. For fans of WCW, then this was a smart move, as not only did we have one of WCW's biggest stars included, but we also had 2 WCW arenas featuring official graphics and commentary, rather than having to create custom versions to use in-game. Alongside this, possibly the coolest thing about Goldberg's pre-order was the promotional campaign that it came with, as not only did 2K do a great job of promoting Goldberg alongside cover star Brock Lesnar and hyping up a dream match that would see Goldberg have the chance to avenge his loss at WrestleMania 20, but it also led to Goldberg getting back on good terms with WWE and seeing the promotion campaign for the game crossover into the real world, leading to Goldberg facing off against Lesnar for real, and a Goldberg title run that without 2K's involvement would never have actually happened. Following Kurt Angle's induction into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2017 and his return to Raw as the general manager, fans expected that we would have to wait for the Hall of Fame DLC to play as Kurt in 2K18. However, to our surprise, 2K offered up Angle for free as the game's pre-order bonus, giving us two versions of Kurt, one haired version from the Attitude Era and a bald version from his time in ECW, which was perfect for creating his current look. Now, 2K could easily have kept Angle back as paid DLC, however the decision to give him away early for free is what prompted this higher placing, especially given his return to the ring came shortly after the game's release. After taking over from THQ, 2K wanted to make a big statement, and that's exactly what they did with WWE 2K14's pre-order announcement, where they announced the return of the Ultimate Warrior. Now, at the time, this announcement was absolutely huge, as Warrior had been on bad terms with WWE for years, with WWE bashing Warrior and the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD, and then Warrior going on to call out WWE, Vince McMahon, Hulk Hogan and various others who were connected with the company, so much so that nobody ever thought the pair would be back on good terms, which is where 2K stepped in. Somehow, Bryce Young and his team at 2K were able to talk Warrior into making a virtual return as the pre-order bonus in WWE 2K14 before then slowly getting both WWE and Warrior to talk, a move which led to a remarkable turnaround in their relationship, a reconciliation, Hall of Fame induction and a return to TV, which was only overshadowed by Warrior's passing. The latest pre-order offering in the 2K franchise seen the announcement of the iconic Rey Mysterio in this well-shot trailer which featured WWE stars unmasking and describing Rey before then unmasking to reveal himself, a move that went down really well with fans who had hoped to see Mysterio in the game following appearances at both the 2018 Royal Rumble and the Greatest Royal Rumble. 2K weren't done there though, as after announcing Mysterio as the game's pre-order bonus, they went one step further and dropped a second pre-order bonus trailer, this time revealing the presence of Rowdy Ronda Rousey, whose presence in the game was uncertain due to her only having wrestled one match at WrestleMania, which was extremely close to 2K's cutoff period for the content that they could include on disc. Luckily though, Ronda's inclusion as the second pre-order bonus meant fans wouldn't have to wait for her as paid DLC, which 2K could well have chosen to do, as not only would it have given them more time to create her model and figure out her moveset, but they could also made a quick buck by including one of WWE's biggest stars as paid DLC. Thankfully they didn't, and Ronda was given away for free, making this double pre-order offering one of the best, especially given that Mysterio would go on to sign with WWE full time in October. Before we get to our number 1 pre-order bonus, I want to give an honourable mention to Smackdown vs Raw 2009's offering that despite not having an official pre-order bonus, GameStop came up with their own when they offered up this exclusive WWE Smackdown vs Raw 2009 cooler bag to anyone pre-ordering the game from them. When it comes to shocks, this one was right up there, as the announcement of Sting as the pre-order bonus for WWE 2K15 came as a massive surprise considering the fact that Sting had never set foot in WWE. Much like they did with Warrior and later Goldberg, 2K were able to talk Sting into signing a deal that would see him appear as the pre-order bonus, giving us two versions of the Stinger, one a classic version featuring his Surfer Sting character and the other with his iconic black and white crow gimmick. Sting's inclusion as the pre-order bonus was made even better when he made his WWE debut, as rather than having to wait for the next game to play as the Stinger, fans already had him on the game's roster, and if it weren't for 2K and Bryce Young in particular, then it would never have even happened. So there you go, that was our list of the top 10 pre-order bonuses in WWE games. Let us know what you think of this list in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time though, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.